Hello fans and fanatics, and welcome to the NCIS Season 10 Episode 16 Detour recap and review. This episode was really special because I feel like it just displayed the whole family dynamic that whole NCIS team possesses. So I cannot wait to discuss that. With that, let us begin. We kind of start off the episode with these hard rock plumbers who con women out of their money, I guess. We meet this eccentric woman with an atrocious plumbing dilemma. Oh! And then we somehow witness the most disgusting death ever, complete with bloody body parts and foaming at the mouth. Drain cleaner. Party! Then we see the scene we saw in the sneak peek. McGee and Jimmy are having this little ticket exchange, and Tony and Ziva come in being married. What exactly was in this email that Denozo was blackmailing Palmer with? Because I am very curious. Tony and Ziva are like good guy Bonnie and Clyde. Like, this whole little situation that was going on in this scene is perfect. They kick butt. I'm not sure what was going on with this whole ticket connection. A lot of people were theorizing that it has to do with Tony and the whole opera ticket thing back in Shell Shock. So I guess that could be it. It is not explained at all. It kind of just drops halfway through the episode. So we don't really know what that was. I guess it could very well be the opera, and we may, have that brought back up later. But for now, was it the opera? Was it just Denozo being Denozo? We don't know. Poor McGee has no idea what he's doing wrong, but he keeps getting reprimanded anyway, so he just keeps trying, and it's just not working out. We go to investigate, and we see the guy killed himself with Pipe Buddy, which sounds like something the mob would call their weapon of choice. Yo, bring me a Pipe Buddy. We need to have a little conversation over here. You know what I'm saying? And then Ducky and Jimmy put the body in the van, and usually where we would turn into another scene, we keep moving with this one. It is a continuation of where we keep being cut off, and I love it. We get to see the quirky little traditions the two have where they flip the bone part instead of people would flip a coin, and they share the radio, and it's so adorable. They spend a great deal of their lives together. I love this whole atmosphere that they have together. But instead of taking their usual route, they decide to take a detour. Darn you, Snow. I think the real villain of this episode was, indeed, the Snow. How did they not notice this threatening black car following them the entire way? Because it's really not that inconspicuous. It's on their tail the entire time. So it's how do you not see the things? We get a little thing with the team members and Papa Gibbs. Denozo and Biggie are bantering brothers, and Gibbs has to be the father who's don't care, you two can settle it out, you guys are big boys now, come on now. I love this moment so much. Gibbs is Denozo, take. The camera moves towards Ziva, he's obviously about to say Ziva, and then he's just no, and then points to McGee, and then he's you and McGee have some things to work out. So it's so perfect. Now, Denozo, you and Ziva can work on establishing your relationship later. For now, you and McGee need to fix your little brothership bond. And it's so fantastic. We also see that Ducky likes his music saucy. We see this thing, and it's a question I have about this episode because it happens more than once. And I thought that the directing, editing style was different from episodes we've seen this season. So I'm not sure if they were used as different forms of shots, just a director's choice, or if it was used as an advertisement. Because we see Palmer click on Windows 8 and we get this whole thing. And I'm not sure if that was a little, selling plot, or if that was just a choice. I feel like it might have been an ad because there was no need for that crossword puzzle conversation. So I'm guessing it was an advertisement. They're so comfortable talking about death in front of each other. They bring it up so casually. And it just gives a very good idea of their relationship with one another, what they're comfortable about. And it's a very nice look into how they act around each other. And again, it's so fantastic that we see this. Even though we do get Ducky and Jimmy scenes, this is one that was very much centered around them. So we get to see what we have missed before and really draws our attention to it. Jimmy also likes classical music. This episode is just like packed full of fun facts, which is great. Again, we get a fun little McNozo banter, bromance, brothership thing happening. I love their little banters, even if there's not really a point behind it. Denozo asks this woman straight out if she's involved, and it's very abrupt because she's like, no. Like, what if she had said yes? Like, are you involved? Like, yes. Oh, I guess we're only having a 15-minute episode this week. Wow. Oh. Alright. Good job, team. Let's go. Head out. After they get, like, shot up, Jimmy says, my stomach is experiencing explosive decompression. What? I don't know what that means. I'm not good at science. And then they get confronted by Paloma Reynosa. What is up this season with the look-alike casting? Because we got a woman who looked exactly like the lawyer in the past, you know. Her name is escaping my mind right now. I know one of them was Ashley Winter. I just can't remember which one. But there was the woman who worked in the monetary building, and then there was the lawyer. They literally very much could have. And then we get this woman who gives me the whole Reynosa feel. I feel like some of these characters are just very closely related to ones we've seen before. Which I don't exactly mind, but I just think it's a little peculiar because it didn't happen once. It's happened twice, and we are like halfway through the season, so maybe we'll get more. I don't know. It's kind of fun pointing them out here and there. Take them on a fun little camping adventure, and Ducky accidentally gets a gun pointed at Jimmy's back, and he's like, my bad. I love how chill Ducky is this entire time. Like, Ducky knows how to put on this calm face and just keep it cool. Then the rest of this episode is kind of like a game of hold the gremlin hostage. Poor Palmer just keeps getting guns pointed at him over and over again, which leads us to an ironic twist at the end. There's a scene with Gibbs and Abby that got on my nerves so bad. Oh my god, every time I watch it. Gibbs comes in with something very important to say, lives are at stake, and Abby keeps interrupting him. And, oh my god, every single time I watch it, I just go, let him speak. And I love Abby, but this killed me. I was like, let him speak. This is important. Then finally, she's like, oh, where's Ducky and Jimmy? I'm like, yes, thank you. Yes. Yes, that is what we've been trying to get along with the entire time. Yes. I loved some of the shots this episode. The next scene, we get some really intense and epic shots. The camera keeps turning and turning from face to face so rapidly, and it's blurring. The camera just keeps whipping from face to face, from shot to shot, and I love it. Yes. So epic, so intense. It just adds a whole new feel to the scene. Oh my god, the stomach contents. When Ducky and Jimmy emptied the stomach contents, I was done. I was like, I cannot with this. I've already seen some man foaming at the mouth. I'm okay without the stomach contents. Just go on without me. And then Ducky kind of gives the dead man a loving pat on the cheek, which kind of creeped me out a bit. I could have done without that as well. But I guess it's another, you know, look inside how Ducky and Jimmy think. It's just like, they're so calm and in their zone with these dead bodies. They're just like, oh, thanks, buddy. We found out this man had been impersonating someone in the Navy to gain intel and use it for espionage. Jimmy and Ducky are the cutest pair of friends ever. I love this whole plotting and scheming going on. They give their captors the information of the autopsy and how the guy died. And then they're about to kill him. And the guy's like, can we kill him? I haven't eaten since yesterday. Was he going to eat them? What? We kind of get a canary situation going on where they're giving them false information in an attempt to distract them and, you know, get what they want, which is their escape. Which they do. They blow up the room and just take off. So they bring this guy in, and oh my god, his eye. That is not a black eye, that's Two-Face. I've also come to the realization that Ducky is a far better runner than I ever was and probably ever will be. The guys start shooting like they're herding cattle, trying to bring Ducky and Palmer in, and so they become super slick and super sly, and they're like stealth, no flashlight, and then they head off into the night, like these super spies that they have become. Palmer, though, gun. Clever man, that Jimmy Palmer. Poor McGee kind of gets shoved aside again with some other scenes with the team. This poor guy, this McPuppy dog, just needs some love and attention. Whatever episodes are coming up, he just needs it. And then Ducky trips because everyone has to trip, of course, when they're running. It just has to happen, apparently. Ducky's like, go on without me, Mr. Palmer. And then Jimmy's like, go to hell. Which is a surprisingly heartwarming sentiment. The team does not care what time it is. They don't care what other jobs you have to do. They just want these men back, and they make their orders known loud and clear. We also find out that James Palmer is secretly a Black Ops champion. The team finds this secret code of Ducky's that I have absolutely no idea how they figured out. I think Gibbs is officially a genius. When Ducky catches up to one of the captors, we suddenly get a little bit of a Black Ops battle over who's the better player, which is great. All kinds of people play Black Ops. All kinds of people play Black Ops. Men, women, evil spies. Then all of a sudden, Palmer comes out of hiding like a bamf. He goes wild and is like, oh my god, I shot a man! Oh my god, he's dead! Oh my god, he's dead! He's not dead. This man is apparently already part of the League of the Undead because he's not dying. And I'm no expert in gun logic, but I'm pretty sure that many shots equals death. Pretty sure on that one. But apparently, he's alive! The team comes and gets the guy, brings him to justice. Then we see Jimmy Palmer be bamftastic again when he misguides the woman to his gym locker. She thinks she found all this secret information, and it's like, nope, NCIS Team 1, you 0. So that was Detour. I loved it. I thought we got a nice look into the family dynamic the team possesses. It's just an incredible setup they have going, and I absolutely love how they're so much like a family. They are really a family. I love seeing that come out. I love seeing that being displayed, especially when it has pretty much an episode all to its own, when that is what the focus of the episode is. This week we have Prime Suspect, and then we have a 2-week hiatus. Just have to make it through. Prime Suspect video should be up tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that, and I will see you guys then. Bye!